My name is Eija Jurola and I'm the Director General of Actris ERIC. At Actris, we provide high-quality data and information on short-lived atmospheric components and the processes that affect their variability in both natural and controlled environments. The data we gather comes from observational and exploratory platforms. These platforms offer user access on top-level facilities that support long-term observations and operations related to atmospheric aerosols, clouds, and reactive trace gases, all in line with Actris' standardized methodologies and procedures. Actris has a variety of platforms because each serves a unique purpose. Our observational platforms are fixed, ground-based stations that deliver long-term high-quality data using standardized methods. They are located in diverse climate regions to ensure a broad range of data, all freely accessible. On the other hand, our exploratory platforms include atmospheric simulation chambers, laboratories and mobile units designed for specific experiments. These platforms complement each other. While observational platforms provide long-term, regular data, the exploratory platforms focus on more controlled and more detailed experiments, helping us understand atmospheric processes in different ways.
My name is Stefan Reimann, and I'm a PI of Actris Switzerland. And my main occupation is I do measurements of VOCs, volatile organic compounds in the atmosphere, which are precursors of ozone in the troposphere. I was always interested in meteorological phenomena like thunderstorms and things like that, even when I was very young, but then I somehow lost interest, and then I studied chemistry, environmental chemistry, and also did my PhD in this field, and I just got this position here at EMPA, which was very fortunate for me because then I could combine two things, the atmosphere and the chemistry, and I'm really happy that I landed in this place.
My name is Suzanne Crimerol. I'm working at the LEA, the Laboratory of Atmospheric Optics in Lille, France, and I'm part of the Actris network. In the Actris network, I'm a data provider, and I'm also maintaining and analyzing the data from in situ aerosols instruments. So what I do like working in an infrastructure is there is a lot of researcher or technician or engineer that are working on the same field than you. So you can basically solve your issues easily with a bunch of people working together.
Sharing data is key to making our work useful for all our users. Actris data is open to researchers in the atmospheric field and beyond. This openness is a core part of our strategy. It ensures that our data can have the widest impact, driving research and innovation in climate science and air quality improvements. Actris data is widely used to enhance Earth observation systems and improve climate forecasting. For instance, our data is essential for the Copernicus Atmosphere Monitoring Service and for calibrating and validating satellite observations. These applications are crucial for monitoring air quality and understanding climate dynamics, which directly supports efforts to mitigate climate change. I feel proud of Actris' role in providing the data that helps us to tackle these global challenges.
Our latest work is focusing on ultrafine particles concentration. Those ultrafine particles are very numerous within the air, and they can go very deep into your lungs. So they are clearly really important for your health. Over the last 7 years, the concentration of ultrafine particles have been observed to increase. This increasing is very alarming for us. All the studies that we are working on right now are mainly focuses on aerosol concentration and evolution within the atmosphere. The idea is to help policymakers regulating much better the aerosol concentration and to improve the air that we are breathing. So the goal is to breathe a cleaner air and to reduce the climate change.
Yeah, at the moment, what is really a big issue is microplastics. It's something where new instrumentation is also developed. Very interesting developments there. Nobody could measure these microplastics or identify microplastics until some years ago. And then also the PFAS, polyfluorinated calcinated substances, which were produced by industry, but which are undestroyable in the environment. And so therefore, that's something we really should look into. But it's a little bit like in former times, we had these emissions coming from cars. And so we just have now the catalytic converter system, which diminishes the emissions. But somehow mankind isn't learning a lot. So there's always something going wrong. And that's the reason why we atmospheric scientists have to be there. I think that actress really has to be in the mind of the people when they speak about air pollution in Europe, that there should be a one-stop place, and that should be actress. It's a little bit like IPCC in the climate sector. They know everybody being somehow involved in climate research knows IPCC. I think it should be the same for actress in Europe. And the second point is that actress should also be the place where young scientists learn the science of atmospheric chemistry and atmospheric pollution, so that actress is really used to forge new scientists, which then in the end bring science further. Now, I always tell them, yeah, have fun, but not only have fun, but just also really learn your things. Then when you're at the university, really study hard. But after that, you really should try to connect to the research community, travel, go to meetings, meet important people. Don't be shy to meet important people. And then also don't be shy just to try things out. Things which nobody has done before, because that then in the end leads to the fact that some new scientific research is done. And I think that's very important.